Alright, good morning everybody. Fixing to do a dish I've been planning on doing this week, but I've just been really busy. And what I got here is some pork chops. They've been trisolating and sizzling in the refrigerator with some of that Greek seasoning and lemon herb that I like to do. They're ready to go. I'm fixing to cut those up. I got four of them there. I'm gonna do two for sandwiches and two are gonna go for a fideo. Very controversial dish here. Everybody makes it the way they like it. Everybody's used to the way their mother and their family cooks it. And I'm going to do my version. Okay, basically, fideo is just fideo. Okay, sopa de fideo. You put whatever you want. I've cooked it with shrimp. I've cooked it with chicken, pork, hamburger meat. I've tried it all different ways. Here in this house, we make it about 5 different ways. Even the caretaker uses canned chicken and canned vegetables or frozen vegetables, and she makes her version. And sometimes my mother just likes the packages with just fideo and the juice and the sauce, and that's it. So I'm gonna use the seasonings. I'm not sure which ones I'm gonna use. Saffron for sure, and a little bit of both of the chicken bouillon and the tomato bouillon. And of course, I got 2 tomatoes chopped up. I'm gonna fry those up with the fideo. I'm gonna fry the fideo up. Cilantro at the end. 2 small potatoes cut up with the skin so they hold together. Carrots. 2 whole serrano peppers. I'm gonna leave in there whole. That way, I like to when I have my bowls, I like to have a full pepper in there. I could smash up and season it up. But yeah, let me get started. I'm gonna get the process going, get everything cut up. I got some of this already chopped up. That's gonna go with the initial fideo fry when I brown the fideo. I learned that from my sister browning the fideo. Before I used to just dump the box in there and it would fall apart. So when you fry it, it actually keeps it together better and lasts longer. And it's a real good technique that I picked up. Okay, I'm gonna start cutting up the pork chops and getting everything ready and try to pick it up as I go. Real quick breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and have it in the refrigerator whenever I'm ready to have a quick meal. All right, people, I got my meat cut up in little cubes, 1 inch by 1 inch, little small pieces for the soup. I got one long piece I was able to salvage. That's pretty good for my wrap later on this work week. And I got the bones right here. The bones are going to be cooked in the soup as one is good broth. So it's going to be all cooked together right now in a frying pan. And also have my peppers, my onions, and my cut jalapeno in there, and that's gonna fry up with the fideo. And when brown that all together, and I'm gonna start cooking everything else in here and get ready. And once that's done, I'm add the broth, add the water, and start adding the seasoning and all that, and get it all together. All right, I got my meat browning right now, and I got my peppers and my onions grilling in the olive oil. Both of these I got olive oil. I'm about to dump my fideo in there. I'm gonna stir frying this, get that brown, and it'll be there for a little while, and it'll be on standby. Once I get it to the consistency that I like, just like the rice, you gotta brown it, hold it together, keep it from sticking and stuff. Okay, that's going good. That's going good. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it out, and pick it back up once I get the sauces and everything together. Final outcome. All right, we're coming along here. The meat's browned just about right. I'm about to add about a quart of water, maybe a little bit more. And I took out my little filet cutlet there from my wrap. I got that sizzling on some bacon grease somebody left back there. I'm gonna get that browned up and put that away for my work week this Saturday. Make me a nice wrap. And I turned this off a while ago. You see, now everything's nice and toasted. It's off. It's ready to be put into the sopa, the soup. Once everything's cooked down, and I just got that on standby right now. And over here, we got everything lined up, ready to go. Of course, it's going to go in segments. I'm not going to put it all at one time. The tomato's going to go in right away, and the seasoning is going to go in right away. The tomato is going to go in. And then later on, this and the carrots, of course, the carrots are going to go in pretty fast. They cook, and the potatoes kind of towards the end. And I leave the skin on there to keep them together. Y'all know how to do that. And that's about it. We'll be picking back up as we go along. Okay, I just added the water, and I'm gonna let that cook down for probably about 30 minutes, and until it starts getting soft and start adding the vegetables. But for right now, I'm just gonna add the tomato, and I'm gonna add probably a teaspoon of the chicken and the tomato bouillon, and I'm gonna add 1 pack of this sassafras right here. The sassafras, I like this in soup, so I'm gonna add this pack plus maybe a teaspoon of each one of these, and we'll pick it up from there. I'm not gonna add no salt because everything else here it's got salt, and we'll take it up from there. Everything's on standby. The cutlets cooking up, browning up pretty good, and we'll pick it back up. All right, I actually forgot to mention some important steps here. A little bit of comino, garlic powder, ground pepper. Just a dash of each right there. Stir it up. You can add more, whatever you like to for your tasting. I've already added the bouillons and the sassafras. It tastes pretty good right now. I got my cutlet turned off. It's nice and toasty right there for my wrap later on this week. Fideo's on standby, and so are the vegetables. We'll pick it back up as we continue. Okay, it's been about 25 minutes, and the meat's already getting kind of tender, right where I like it. The flavor is awesome. I had to add a little bit of salt, but it's just perfect right now. And I still got to add more stuff, so it'll be good. What I'm gonna do now is fish out all these bones here, okay, and debone the bones and put the meat back in there and get the bones for my dogs and feed the dogs here, and try to debone as much as I can off those bones. So that's what I'm going to do now, and by that time it should be ready for the vegetables, and we'll pick it back up. All right, I fished out all the bones. I'm about to let that cool down, start deboning them. And I know a lot of people are saying, oh, leave the bones in there, you gotta, sweetest meat is close to the bone, it's good in there. But it's true, but you know what, my dogs gotta eat too. And besides, I got parrots right over there eyeballing me. You see, watching every move I make. So let me get that done, cut that meat off, put it back in there, and get the dogs fed. And by that, it should be ready to put the carrots are gonna go in next, and then the celery, then the potatoes. At final, it's gonna be some of the greens from the celery and the cilantro. And I think I might go cut a green onion from the garden, chop that up, and put that in there as well. Wouldn't hurt. And maybe some oregano too. Why not? Okay, I think the meat is in the consistency I like. I could help myself getting a little pre-course nibble off them bones. See, Paris is over there tearing it up already. And I went ahead and tasted it. Oh, it's delicious. So it's about time to get the carrots in there and the celery, and give that about 10 minutes, and then pick it back up with the potatoes, and then that'll be and then the cilantro and all the green herbs I'm about to get together, and final will be the fideo, and I'll probably just turn it off and let it cook with the heat, but we'll pick it back up. Okay, everything's going good. It's been about 10 minutes. The meat's perfect. The celery's still green and soft, and the carrots, are good. So I'm about to get the potatoes in. Give it about another 5 minutes, and then put the greens in there, and then the fideo, and we're good to go. Breakfast brunch will be served. Oh man, look at here. I went out to the garden. I'm going to go ahead and give it a roundhouse kick of some of the garden goodies. Green onion, some of the celery. Wild celery is really pungent. It's really good celery. Mexican oregano. I'm going to pull the leaves off them stems there. And look at the size of that Cuban oregano, man. Talk about a good flavor. I'm going to chop all that up, add it to the greens. I'm going to put that in there right now, and we'll be ready for the fideo. All right, everything's ready. Here we go with the greens and everything I just chopped up. The roundhouse kick from the garden goodies. Bam. There we go. Stir that in there real good, and I'm fixing to add the fideo and turn it off. Everything done. Okay, I didn't turn it off. I got it on low. And I got the Fideo in there cooking. Everything's cooking down really good. It's real flavorful. I'm already tasted it. And we're just gonna write it out. And I'll be checking that pasta, the Fideo, when it's ready. And that's it. We're done. Brunch is served. All right, we're done. I hope I didn't break somebody's avocado law here, but you know what? I feel like it. I want to put some avocado in there. Good. That's kind of not completely ripe avocado. Perfect. I like it in tortilla soups. I mean, hey, it's got to be good. My mom's already turned it up over there. But hell yeah, we're ready.